Hello and welcome to this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. I am Megara Vijayamana.
And I am Tharadu Amarasekara. This is the sound of profitability. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce recently published its 10th annual Outlook report for the year 2025 at the Economic Outlook and Review Seminar. In his opening remarks, Chairman of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Duminda Hulangamua, mentioned the three main pillars of the Chamber, which were policy advocacy, engagement, and market access, which is aimed at supporting the business community and driving economic growth.
This year's theme, Consolidating Stability, Fostering Sustainable Growth, encapsulates Sri Lanka's progress toward economic recovery and resilience. The keynote address was delivered by the Central Bank Governor Dr. P. Nandalal Veerasinghe, highlighting the policy directions and economic priorities for 2025. Organized by the CCC's Economic Intelligence Unit, the report provides a three-part analysis. The first section reviews Sri Lanka's macroeconomic fundamentals, including growth, inflation, monetary policy, and performance of external, fiscal, and financial sectors.
Sri Lanka's China-backed Hambantota port and Sinopec has said that it is adding high-sulfur fuel oil to its range of ship fuels. The said oil is stored in 6,000 cubic meters of storage in two tanks at the port, which can transfer up to 400 metric tons per hour. Sinopec Fuel Oil Lanka Private Limited said the absence of shore-based storage for HSFO in Sri Lanka's ports has restricted the availability of the fuel to small quantities, restricting the shipping industry's ability to secure reliable fuel supplies, impacting maritime operations and efficiency. Very low sulfur fuel oil and marine gas oil are already available in Hambantota.
News in the consumer goods sector. Sri Lanka identifies many new entrants in the consumer goods industry as the central bank undershoots the inflation target. Sri Lanka is seeing many new entrants and products in several sectors and markets as the central bank is helping to drive down the costs with the current level of stability.
Established brands which enjoy brand loyalty do not necessarily have to cut prices, though most brands are now offering discounts as costs fall amid the central bank's broadly deflationary policy, which allowed currency appreciation. The central bank has a high cost of living target of 5%, which critics have said amounts to unanchored monetary policy, which will destabilize the external sector as has happened earlier. But the central bank up to December has undershot the cost of living target, providing exceptional monetary stability, giving some space for people to recover.
And now for the corporate highlights. Hemas Holdings PLC recently reported a consolidated earnings of 3 billion rupees with a year-on-year growth of 36.3%. Further to note, the turnover growth was up by 6.4% to 33.2 billion rupees. Acting CEO Ravi Jayasekara said revenue growth was evident across all sectors as the group's businesses leveraged efficiency improvements and enhanced competitiveness amid a cautiously rising consumer confidence. During the quarter, the net finance expenses of the group decreased significantly by 47.4% to 271.2 million rupees due to lower interest rates and the reduction of net debt as a result of improved cash flows. In line with the company's commitment to delivering value to its shareholders, an interim dividend of 1 rupee per share was declared on the 6th of November 2024 for the financial year ending 31st March 2025.
Siak Kalani Holdings has been granted the Authorized Economic Operator AEO Tier 1 status by Sri Lanka Customs. This is recognizing their operational and legal compliance in an excellent manner while also recognizing their strong supply chain security.
The upgrade of Siak Kalani's Green Channel Fast Track status to AEO status will confer on the company benefits such as expedited customs clearance processes, reduced inspections, enhanced security measures, and many other facilities framed in the program. The prestigious AEO certification also enables Siak Kalani to contribute to the integrity and security of the global supply chain. For the purpose of granting the AEO Tier 1 status, The Sri Lanka Customs conducted a comprehensive and transparent validation process during which Siat Karani demonstrated full compliance with all the required criteria.
Here is Tarindu with the ESG update of the week.
News in the ESG sector. Sri Lanka's Resource Energy will be issuing green bonds to raise 1 billion rupees according to the sources from the renewable energy firm.
The issue of the senior listed rated unsecured redeemable bonds is subject to obtaining all necessary regulatory and other approvals. The interest rates and tenures to be decided close to the finalization of the trust deed based on the market rates prevailing at the point in time is what the company said in the stock exchange filing. Resource Energy's national long-term rating was upgraded to A- from BBB with a stable outlook by Fitch last month after the recalibration of the agency's Sri Lankan national rating scale.
Here's Megara with this week's international highlight of the week.
The Reserve Bank of India recently cut its key interest rates for the first time since May 2020 as concerns over a slowing economic growth rate took precedence over sticky inflation and worsening rupee. The central bank cut its repo rate by 25 basis points to 6.25%. The Monetary Policy Committee, which consists of 3 RBI and 3 external members, cut the repo rate by 25 basis points to 6.25% after having kept it unchanged for 11 straight policy meetings. The latest cut happens when India's GDP growth is seen slowing to a 4-year low of 6.7%.
And that's it for this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. As always, no matter what investment decision you make it with the right intent. We will see you in a brand new week.